That's enough of that. Welcome back, my friends. Man, I got onto a little tune there. This is BjjBrick Quick. That was your typical intro music. And this is also your quick Jiu-Jitsu podcast. This week we're talking about temptations of struggling in Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm going to end it on this one here for the week. But we, as a community, Jiu-Jitsu players here, too many of us are tempted to avoid, I'm trying to say it slowly so you can think about what you want to say, to avoid the takedown game. Okay. It's true. Maybe not with you, but statistically, good chance with you. It definitely was the case with me. I didn't enjoy doing takedowns. I do enjoy them now, but I'm not as good as I could have been if I had been working on them all my mat time. That's behind me now. But for some reason in Jiu-Jitsu, we tend to not enjoy the takedown part of the art. Part of the art. Here we go rhyming again. So, why is this? There's a few reasons. One legitimate reason is the mats are full of people. If you have 40 people on a mat that should probably be holding 20, 25, like if you're doing takedowns, people are going to get injured that get landed on. You say when you were squared off here and you pick me up and drop me or, shoot in for a good double leg and we use up a little bit of mat space. We're going to land on somebody. That's not cool. So that's one reason. Another reason is odds are, hopefully, you have something in your game you're working on. And let's just say if it's triangle from guard, how much time do you want to spend working on getting a takedown and then not be in the position you're hoping to work on? It's not productive. But if you're working on, I work on guard passes, and if I couldn't get the takedown, I'm working on sweeps now. But I should work on takedowns more in order to be able to get to my takedown or my guard pass game. It's also a lot of work. Relatively speaking, standing up, doing takedowns is a more high energy exchange than most of jiu-jitsu. And so we get a little bit lazy. You can hold somebody in your guard a little bit to catch your breath. Slow the pace down a little bit. On takedowns, it's not so easy to slow things down. You try slowing things down, and you get taken down. It doesn't work out so good. We're tempted to fight from our knees. That's not effective. We could start from our knees, but somebody should pull guard or pull bottom side control and work on escaping, get a half guard, whatever. We're not effectively learning jiu-jitsu from fighting from our knees. All we're doing is respecting the space of the training partners next to us and not wanting to land on them. Otherwise, we're kind of just we've made up a position that doesn't exist in real life, and we're fighting from it. If at any point in time someone's grappling with me and I'm on my knees and they're on their knees, I'm just going to stand up and then try to engage and put them on their back, get top from there. So knee fighting is not a real position. It's not valid. Sometimes new people will ask, how do I, from the knees, how do we get on top? What can I do? I want a technique. Well, learn a sweep. Pull guard and do a sweep and you'll get on top. That's it. You try this technique too. Wait like 5 seconds, and your training partner might pull guard. Or ask them, Do you mind if I work on a guard pass? Boom. Most of them will say, oh, well, that's cool. But as a culture, have avoided learning takedowns. We've avoided the game. It's frustrating. You've been training for 5 years. You're getting pretty good at jiu-jitsu, and a wrestler walks in the door who's, been training, watched a little bit of the UFCs, and he's taking you down. That's frustrating. But that didn't come from nowhere. That person earned that. It took a long time for them to learn that takedown and to get it down. You need to have a growth mindset about your takedowns. You can learn them. It is grappling. You're not learning how to throw a jab cross combo. You're not getting punched. There's no kicks involved because I can't kick above the waist. It's just not that flexible. Well, maybe I could. If I'm lucky. Or if they fall down first. Anyways. Takedowns, they are fun. Here's another thing. I know it's getting a little bit long here. I want to wrap this show up. Get somebody who is of similar skill level, that rival level, and has your safety in mind. They're not going to drop you on your head. And try to get around in with them. So the round should be towards the end of class because people start quitting. They get tired. They go sit down. And so maybe after class, you grab one little, 1 minute of doing, takedowns. 1 minute. And when you're new at takedowns, you're not going to be good at it. Much like when you're new at jiu-jitsu, you won't be good at it right away. But think about this. If I can keep this person from taking me down for a full minute, that's a win. Or maybe not taking me down 4 times in 1 minute. That's a win. This is only way 3. Whatever. Just by working on this part of your game in a safe manner, it's going to get better. And it is super tempting to avoid it. I've been there. I've spent years there. I have learned to love it. It's kind of like coffee. Nobody likes coffee. You have to learn to like coffee. Nobody has 1 cup of coffee. Oh, that's amazing. People drink it, but the first cup you have to learn to like. I don't drink coffee myself, but that's what I've been told. Takedowns are like coffee. Go tell your coach, have a cup of takedowns towards the end of class when the mats are a little bit more cleared out. You get a safe space to land. And before you know it, you'll enjoy that part of the game as well. And it won't take you long, and you'll be better at it than most jiu-jitsu players because people are super tempted by this one. My friends, if you've enjoyed this part of the show, or any part of the show, I don't know why part of the show, I don't know why I threw that in there, consider supporting this thing on Patreon. I want you to have a great day, my friend, and stay sweaty.